Ooh, what is good? What is good? Welcome back to Gratias Guidance, where we dive into the hard-hitting truth of what it means to enjoy here this human experience. Okay? Now today, what we're going to be focusing on is 3 words. Pain, change, gain. Okay. So, have you ever had pain in your life? Raise your hand. Okay. Now, why do we have pain? Why did you have pain? Why do you currently maybe have a lot of pain, or in the future you might have a lot of pain? Because pain constitutes change, which constitutes gain. You feel me? You hear me? Now, in life, when you're comfortable, when you're coasting, when maybe you're not super happy with your circumstances, but perhaps you are okay with them because you got food, water, a roof over your head. Maybe you can do some of the activities you like to do. But why is it always that in our lives, when we have an experience of extreme pain, where we're almost like, woe is me, God, why is this happening to me? You know why it's happening to you? Because if you're comfortable, you're not going to do anything to change, to therefore gain. And when God, which he does, she, whoever, Shim, we'll call God Shim, in between he and him, and she, and her, Shim. When God or universe, whatever you believe in, expects more from you, as you should expect more from yourself, because you are like God, made from God, a little piece of God, if you will, then of course, God is going to shake things up. The universe is going to shake things up. You're going to be in a snow globe, not knowing what's going on in your life. Extreme pain brings about what? Constitutes what? Extreme change. Change constitutes gain. So instead of the woe is me, why is this happening? Why do I have so much pain in my life? Transmute this negative energy that's transpiring in your life into change. Pain constitutes change. You're not going to change as a human being without pain. Most people will get stuck right here, guys, or they'll get stuck right here. Never arching it over, getting that full double rainbow to the gains. Why is that? Why is that? There's a million reasons why, and that could be another video that we can dive into. But I want to bring about some examples of pain, change, gain. One great example would be going to therapy. Going to therapy, talking about something that's extremely painful that has happened in your life, whether you were abandoned, misused, abused, whatever that pain is, going and talking to someone about that pain is probably going to constitute a little bit more pain up front, right? So you have this big mass ball of pain. Well, guess what happens when you approach the pain, talk about the pain? You start to bring about change. And then once you start to rewire You see how strong you were during that time of your life. You see how beautifully you handled this difficult situation. You see how divinely guided you were in this situation to bring about you over to this part where you can actually transmute the pain, changing your whole perspective on why these things took place, and move forward to transmuting your pain from change to gain. What do you gain from going to therapy and all of your pain? Therapy could be even considered in your change sector, right? But it is painful. That's why I'm keeping it down here. It is painful to talk about painful experiences. It's almost like reliving them, right? But when you have that deep conversation about therapy and change, then you start to act differently. You start to see and broaden your viewpoints differently. You start to move differently through the world. You start to maybe gain a little self-respect, a little self-love, as you should have had this whole time. But people like to try to dim the light, whether the light is full or whether the light is potential. They like to try to dim it so you don't see how great you are, that you can change your life at any moment in time to bring about gain. When your paradigm shifts and you transmute the pain into change, from there, over time, as quickly or as long as you'd like, you can take your change, moving about differently in the world, doing things differently, standing taller, believing in yourself, loving others, doing what fulfills your heart, what fulfills your soul, your mind, to bring about gain. Massive change can equate to massive gain. Massive pain can equate to massive gain. Pain constitutes change, which constitutes gain. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Looking forward to more gracious guidance on the horizons. I bid you farewell.